Zdraví vás Mickhesh u hry Lost Horizon a budeme pokračovat v Indii. Tohle je 11. nebo 12. díl, teď nevím. Každopádně trošku teple oblečen do Indie. Jsme v Indii, chtěl jsem říct v Číně, ale až pozadí můžete možná slyšet moji pračku, ale doufám, že ne. Protože samozřejmě musím kloubit čas do sebe. Našli jsme tady odtep. To nic neříká.
There are some reeds lying here. Looks like the villagers use them to thatch their huts.
Jsme do konce hry nás bývá asi třetina, což není moc,
a tree.
Ale není to taky málo.
It's a big tree. There are leaves on it? I don't know. I loved climbing trees when I was a boy. The taller, the better. Nowadays, I tend to only do it when I have to. Like when I'm being chased. Or when I'm bored.
Tak, strom.
A bamboo pole. Why is it every time I see one of these things, I feel like something ridiculous is about to happen?
Než sebrat. Budem potřebovat.
I'll take that cloth with me too. There are some chopped logs lying in the fireplace. Not much going on.
Budeme možná muset pak zapálit, možná.
Feathers, blood. It's clear what happened here. Some huge winged monster had a nosebleed. Or a chicken got eaten. One of the two. It's dried up in the heat. Chicken feathers. A man can never have enough feathers. A few shards of pottery.
Ježiš, to je zase předmětů, ale... To je zase předmětů.
There's a broken jug lying here.
Taky budeš potřebovat. Taky ho vezmeš. Jo.
This basket's seen better days.
Košík taky vezmeš. Proč ne, že jo? Proč ne? Opustit vesnici, ještě tady.
What is that?
To je koza, ne? Ovce.
It's a small goat. It appears to be hiding underneath the hut. Well, no, it's definitely hiding underneath the hut. I can see it from here. All this military training, and now I realize I never learned how to coax a goat out of hiding. Bah! Bah! Damn. It's gone further underneath the hut.
Já se jí nedivím.
I loved climbing trees when I was a boy. Nowadays...
Tady se taky někam dalo pokračovat. Na silnici?
I need to stay here and look for the key artifact.
Tak, každopádně máme tady pár věcí.
An empty, tattered basket. Oh no, I stand corrected. There are some stones in here. Fantastic.
Zkali jsme ještě kameny.
Two smooth, sparkling stones. They look rather valuable. The jug's broken, but I could still use it as a container.
Rozbitý džbán.
A few sharp-edged pottery shards. I'm sure the chicken that shed these feathers is in a better place now. An old, tattered cloth.
Tak, zkusíme metodu pokus umyl. Kdy budeme záměrně používat všechno na všechno. Nedělej se musím přesunout asi
The basket's already broken, so I might as well finish cutting it up. I've dismembered the entire thing. All
Rozebrali
that's
jsme
left are these
koší
thin sticks of wood and the hemp stitching.
a získali klacíky a provázek z líka.
I can tie one of the pottery shards to one of the sticks.
Tak, přidělali jsme střep ke klacíku, takže jsme získali... Co jsme získali? Klacek s hrotem, což by mohl suplovat kopí nebo štít. Šíp teda. Štít určitě ne.
A sharp pottery shard on a thin wooden stick.
Přesuneme se do vedlejší...
I'll just take a short wander into the jungle. Maybe the villagers are out foraging or
asi
whatever it is villagers do.
zavřít dveře, aby nebyla slyšet ta pračka.
Hey, you there! Where do you think you are going?
Christ! You frightened the life out of me! What the hell are you doing hiding in there?
Get away from the edge of the jungle. Come here.
What's wrong?
Don't ask, just do what I say.
Have I done something wrong? Sorry, I didn't mean to sneak around. I just wasn't sure where everyone had got to.
There's a man-eater about.
A what?
Doesn't anything strike you as strange around here?
Well, yes.
He came into the village last night while we were sleeping.
Who?
The man-eater. Listen to me. The beast is still out there. I can feel it in my bones.
And you're the only survivor?
No, during these months only women, children and old people live in the village. The young men work on the tea plantations. When he came, there was no one here to protect us. Those who could walk packed their things and left this morning.
What sort of animal are we talking about here? I'm, something of an expert.
A tiger, what else?
A tiger?
It was no normal tiger, it was a man-eater. Tigers normally avoid settlements. They hunt in the jungle. But now and again, a few of the particularly hungry ones stray into the villages. I remember the old stories from my childhood. When a man-eater has picked out a village, he stalks it for days until he can strike again.
When you put it like that, it does sound kind of scary. But I have a very important task, and I'm looking for someone who can help me.
What brings you here, stranger?
I'm looking for an old monastery. Or a temple. Do you know anywhere around here that fits the description?
As a matter of fact, there is an old temple nearby.
Great! How do I get there? Could you show me?
You may have no instinct for survival, stranger, but I wish to retain what is left of my life. I cannot leave the village until the man-eater is dealt with.
Okay, tell you what. I'll have a look around and think of something. If I deal with the tiger, will you lead me to the temple?
Take my word for it, stranger.
Great. It's a deal.
Be careful out there.
Be careful. Tak, přátelé, budeme pokračovat. Jen jsem přivřel the door number 2, abych eliminoval případné zvuky.
There's thick jungle in every direction, save for a small trail leading southwest.
Případné zvuky se ždímání. Kam mám jít? Džungle, neznámá oblast. Small Lake. Minimal liver.
It looks pretty impenetrable. I'd need a guide to find my way through. I think I'll stay on the path for the time being. I'll follow the path leading out of the village so I don't get lost. Let's see where it leads to. What is that sound? Christ, there really is a tiger out there. I never knew they sounded like that. Thinking about it, I'm not a vet, but this guy might be injured. No doubt he'd still eat me given half a chance. I should stay out of his way.
Máme letadýlko, z první světový.
I've seen a worryingly large number of plane wrecks in the last week. At least this one wasn't my fault. As far as I know. The tiger's still back there. I probably shouldn't do anything to attract his attention. That includes climbing trees. A thick vine. It's pretty thick. I can't just pull it down. A clump of wild mushrooms. I don't know anything about mushrooms, but that's no reason not to pick them. If they taste foul, I can just throw them away.
Houbičky.
Salad. All that's missing is a thick, juicy, medium rare ribeye and some chips. Hold the salad.
Jsou herbs, ty bylinko salátovej.
Leeches, dysentery, mud. Not very enticing. That's the man-eating tiger I'm supposed to be dealing with. It sounds like it's in pain. Cats. Bloody things have been following me around ever since Hong Kong. They just keep getting bigger. But seriously, what am I going to do once I've got his attention? Other than feed him my innards. The nice thing about being behind the tree is that the man-eating tiger of death can't actually see me.
Některé hlášky jsou fakt sranda. Se musí nechat prostě. Já musím na tu cestu ještě. Moje močál, vesnice, džungle.
It looks pretty impenetrable. I think I'll stay on the path.
Takže to jsme tam, kde jsme. Jak to tady zkombinovat? Jo.
Great. I'll use a few fibers from the hemp cord to make fletching for the dart. An old tattered cloth.
Tak máme něco jako malou šipku, což je...
I could probably manufacture an operational blowgun. The dart looks like it'll fly straight, but I'm missing one little thing.
Jedna maličkost. Něco bude s tím letadlem, ale úplně nevím co. Něco s těma bylinkama, bude muset vyrobit nějaký uspávací sejrajt. Svazek rákosí. Na to letadlo. Divné. Když nebudeme vědět, tak samozřejmě použijem návod. Ohniště.
Not much going.
S tím stromem? Nějaký zajímalo. No, nic logického mě nenapadá, což je divné, že jo. Když se zbavíte tygra, tak vás stařec zavede k chrámu. Možná právě proto útočil na lidi. Nahoře se Podívejte na havrované letadlo, seberte byliny a houby. Běžte doprava a na mapě zvolte vesnici. Zeptáme, jestli máme proklepnout toho pána. To je jediná věc, kterou jsem vlastně udělal po druhý.
Yes? Any luck in hunting the tiger?
Yes, I saw the tiger. You're right. He's still lurking about.
Told you so.
I think I know why it came into the village last night as well. He looks injured. He's out in the swamp making sad noises. Would that explain why he's acting so aggressively?
Oh, quite possibly. But regardless, I am staying in my hut. And don't go getting any wild ideas yourself.
But I promised to help.
As you please. Is there anything else?
Is there any chance I can convince you to come out for just 10 minutes? The tiger's out in the swamps. I don't think he really poses a threat.
Ah, I forgot I was the tourist and you were the local. Believe me, it poses a threat.
All right, all right. I'm on it. I found these mushrooms in the jungle. Are they edible?
I would only eat them if you have sleeping problems. These mushrooms contain a natural sedative. We use them to treat minor injuries. But I have heard of a Brahmin who performs operations on injured animals and sedates them with the poison from these mushrooms during the operations.
Interesting. So you just chuck them down the creature's throat?
No, the sedative must get into the bloodstream. The mushrooms are cooked and the juice that escapes is then injected. It requires a bit of experience to get the dosage right. Too much of the stuff could knock out a huge water buffalo, never mind a small pet.
No problem. Caution is my middle name. I found these stones in the village square. I don't suppose they're, valuable by any chance?
No. These are flint stones. Keep them by all means.
Oh, well thanks anyway. I'll see what I can do.
Good luck.
No, zjistili jsme pár věcí, takže můžeme začít něco dělat.
The old man said that you can extract a natural sedative from these mushrooms by boiling them.
Máš oheň, neříkej vařit. Není vaření bez ohně. Houby jsme dali do toho, do žbánu, abych ho dal logicky teďka na to ohniště. Hra říká, že to logické není. Na co jsou ty bylinky, tyjo? Počkat, zkusíme to rozmačkat. Taky ne. Tyč, to je blbost. Na ohniště dáme suchou otep.
They should go up nicely.
Mohlo by to hořet, ale ty nemáš čím zapálit. Nemáš žádnej know-how na to. Do prčic. Kamenama, aha.
The reed's caught. The logs shouldn't be far behind. If the old guy is telling the truth, I can boil these mushrooms into some kind of natural sedative. That was quick. There's a dark sap oozing out.
Co s těma bylinkama?
Let's get this off the fire without burning my hands.
Žbán se sedativem.
I'll dip the tip in the homemade tranquilizer.
Hrot je namočen. Hadra.
Voila! A perfect tranquilizer.
Zbraň. Foukačku. Tak jo, zkusím to použít na to tygra, ale asi si myslím, že to hned ten tak nepůjde. Počkat, použijem to na tu kozu. Jo, pardon. Kozo. Jak tě vylákat? Podle mě budeme potřebovat návnadu. A návnadou bude koza. Jistě, jistě.
This should put the tiger out of action for a while. I've not exactly got the best shot, though. I could hide behind this tree and lure him over. But if he doesn't cross the water, he'll be on the opposite side of the tree to me. And if he comes to the shore, he'll round the trunk and wind up about 3 feet from my nose. If the sedative doesn't work, I'll have about 500 pounds of furry death on my hands. I'll have to lead him somewhere else and set up a distraction so he doesn't, you know, eat me or anything. I might give this a bit more thought.
No jistě, že... Počkat, na ty bylinky by mohla jít, potvora. Už to být pravda. Už to být pravda, CD.
He looks hungry. Goats eat green things, don't they?
Oni jsou barvozalpé.
Okay, little guy. Fancy an adventure?
Jsi trochu vzrušený.
I'll tie a piece of the cord around the goat's neck, so it doesn't run off before I'm done with it.
Tak, máme kozu na provázku. A... Jdeme. Prostě jdeme. Přivážeme k té liáně. A pak se koza bude muset pomodlit. Letadlo ani k liáně to nejde, moment. Taky ne.
He does look hungry. What am I saying? I couldn't do that to my only friend. Borrowing from the gods, teasing sheep, stealing just about... Now, bait, that's an entirely different issue. Might be I can use him as some kind of decoy.
Se to tam přeskočil, ale když si to stopnete, tak to uvidíte. Jak přivázat, ne? Hadr na kozu nejde. Jsme řekli, že
It's pretty thick.
jen tak nestrhneš, jasně.
It's pretty thick. I can't just... I've seen a what? At least the tiger's still back there. That includes...
Takže když na je použiju tohle,
This should put the tiger out of action for a while. I've not exactly got the best shot, though. I could hide behind... And if he comes to the I'll have to lead him somewhere else. I might give this a bit more...
sakra, kam mám dát tu
He
kozu?
does look hungry. Borrowing from the gods, teasing sheep, stealing just about anything I can lay my hands on. Now, bait, that's an entirely different issue. Might be...
No jo, ale jak? Zkusím ještě prokecnout toho člověka. Že tady už není nic, co by se dalo sebrat.
Hello?
Yes. Any news?
No, not yet. I just want...
I am okay.
Good.
Nic nebude. Čemu ještě tenhle strom? Aha, že bych ho přivázal.
I'll tie him up here. I hope this works. Meh.
Don't worry, you're not bait. You're just a distraction.
Neboj se.
Okay, preparations are in place. I'll lure the tiger into the village, then hide behind the tree in the square. While the tiger's busy with the goat, I should have just enough time to hit him with the dart. Let's hope the sedative works. For my sake, as well as the goat's.
Jak se klepe ta koza.
Do or die.
Kdo z koho? Ježiš, musím hrát.
Only one shot at this. Concentrate.
Have you shot it?
No, I've just sedated it.
Sedated? And what happens when it wakes up?
Look, he's injured. There's a nail stuck in his front paw.
Ah, you are correct. He has obviously fallen into a trap.
You set up traps to piss these guys off.
No. Many farmers in this area protect their fields and plantations from all sorts of animals with spiked traps such as these. If a tiger gets injured by such a trap, it cannot hunt in its usual way.
And it gets angry.
It begins to look for easier prey.
Chickens, goats, people.
Exactly.
Okay, let's pull the nail out. Then we can take him out into the jungle and hopefully he'll wake up and wander back to his natural habitat.
This could work. I extend my thanks and the thanks of the entire village to you, stranger.
You know, thanks are great and all, but don't forget our deal. Let me take a look at this guy's foot. You find something we can use to move him.
Okay. I'll fetch a cart, and we can take it to the other side of the valley.
Okay, we're done.
Then I will lead you to the old temple, as promised. Follow me. This is it.
Here? But I don't see a temple.
Behind me in the lagoon.
What do you mean, in the lagoon?
According to records, there was a narrow valley here in which a temple stood until a few hundred years ago. One day, after a heavy storm, the valley was flooded along with the temple. Since this day, everything that remains of the temple is under the surface of the water. Only this statue standing on the roof of the temple bears witness to what lies beneath.
Do you think anything's still intact down there?
I cannot swim, how would I know?
Okay. Well, thanks for your help.
It was no problem, stranger. I had better make my way to the next village to tell the women that the tiger is no longer a danger. Would you care to accompany me?
Women, you say? No, I really ought to get back to saving the world. Thank you, though.
As you wish. Good luck.
I usually need it.
Co teď?
There's an old column here, reclaimed by the jungle. These plants are firmly attached. I can't just pull them away. My guide said this lagoon was formed a few centuries ago, when a storm tide flooded the valley here.
Tam fakt skočíš?
Perhaps some of the temple's still intact. I've got to check it out. At least the water's nice and warm. You know, it all started innocently enough. Flies. Nothing dangerous about flies. Then there was the cat. Then the sheep. The tiger. Now sharks. Bloody sharks. I'd better steer clear of him. At least the temple looks intact. I'd better head back to the shore before he spots me. Okay. I have to get rid of that shark if I'm going to reach the temple.
Že by nám mohla ještě pomoct ta ovce.
This statue is all that's left to be seen of the temple. The rest disappeared underwater when the lagoon formed.
Jsem si možná všiml, že to dračí oko patří do těch dveří, ale už tady asi nezjistíme. Dáme se na cestu a uvidíme kam. Jo, tady jsme. Laguna. Močál. Vesnice. Můžeme udělat močálu.
A thick vine.
hadr. No, taky k ničemu. Dračí oko. Taky k ničemu asi. Tady 3 obrazovky teda. Muča, laguna a vesnice. Nic víc tady hádám není. Aby tady něco muselo přibít.
The old man walked to the neighbouring village to tell them I saved the day and they can come home. I bet he spins a good yarn. I'll be a 6'5" Adonis by the time he's done. Not that I'm a million miles off that already.
Je to peří, oheň. Oheň by se dal ještě použít. Teď už udělám prostě metoda pokusu mil. Výměný žbán, dá se dát do
To
ohniště.
what end again?
No to nevím, proč bys to dělal. Se moc ptáš. Hadr. Ne. Jestli si ještě rákos? Můžeš? Rákos.
They definitely burn well. But I don't really need a torch right now.
Rákos použiju na nic, protože nic nejde.
I need to stay here and look for the key artifact.
Jsme docela... co použít? Zajímavé. Tak, no udělali jsme pár věcí. Jako použít žbán tady na tu lagunu. Mě teda fakt nenapadlo.
I'll fill it with water.
Mám v tom... Musíme to dát teďka na ten oheň.
I don't need hot water right now.
Horkou vody teď nepotřebuješ, takže můžeme jít jedině do močálu. A tady co? Dle návodu.
Let's get up there and take a look.
Když tam se dá normálně vylíst? To jsem teda neskoušel. I když vlastně on tam nemohl vylíst předtím, protože tam byl tygr, že jo? Teď to zase šlo. Já jsem to zkoušel, to nešlo, teď to jde, to je logika. Teď už to můžu vylíst, hurá. Tak.
The cover for the electrics. The cover is attached with 4 hexagonal nuts. I need something to unscrew them.
Matky.
This wreck's old. The jungle's begun eating into it. There's a cardboard box in relatively good condition in the glove compartment. But everything else is foobar.
Máme krabici.
Let's see what's in this box. Looks like an old radio.
Vysílačka.
The water's softened the cardboard.
Krabice změkla. Zajímalo, co s tím krytem teda.
A radio with a hand-operated generator. You produce power by turning this little crank on the side. Oh, it fell off.
Wow, blind luck. The radio crank fits right into the bolts on the cover. Ah, there's an electrics cable under here. Might come in handy.
Jasný, no, toho žraloka bude muset trošku omráčit elektriku. Kabel, co víc by člověk mohl chtít. Slezem dolů. A jdem ho omráčit, když teda, no, nevím, jestli by to reálně stačilo. Ale tady nejsme v realitě, že jo, tady jsme ve hře.
I'll connect one end of the cable to the contacts on the radio. I don't need to use it at the moment. Besides, my gut tells me this thing may not be up to modern electrical safety regulations. The radio can be charged electrically, and that charge could then be conducted down the cable. Sharks, I'm sure, are sensitive beings at heart. Even a small shock should be enough for him to turn tail. Of course, he's right on the lagoon bed. I'll need him to be right on top of the cable for it to work. I need something to lure him to the surface. They definitely burn well.
S tou měkkou krabicí, tím. Tohle je ta zeleň.
I softened the cardboard in water. I connected the power. The little crank fell out of the hexagonal shaft in the radio. As long as there's an animal down there with more teeth.
Zas nevím. A já už jsem si tady trošku něco přečet. Do vesnice. Použít na krev.
The blood dried up hours ago. I can't soak it up. To what end again?
Máš tu vodu nebo nemáš?
I'll fill it with water.
Tak, vodu. Zpátky do vesnice, zkusíme jít takhle ohřát.
I don't need hot water right now.
Nepotřebuješ, dobře. Máme tu na tu krev, namočíme do ní hadra, aby
This
to
should moisten
lákalo
the blood stain.
žraločka. Tak, hadra.
I've soaked the cloth in the blood.
A... teď určitě ještě něco, ale co? Když to by mohlo stačit relativně. No, vrátíme se a uvidíme, co to udělá.
Sharks are attracted to the smell of blood. But what good will that do?
Už bys to dělal. To je snad jednoduché.
I'll knot the blood-stained rag onto the loose end of the cable.
Zajímavý zařízení.
The radio can be charged electrically, and that charge could then be conducted down the cable. Sharks, I'm sure, are sensitive beings at heart. Even a small shock should be enough for him to turn tail. Of course, he's right on the lagoon bed. I'll need him to be right on top of the cable for it to work. Hopefully the smell of blood will be enough to attract his attention.
Nějaká tyč dole.
It's working. The shark surfaced, and he's circling the bait. I need to hurry before he pulls the whole thing under. Okay, the radio's on the bank of the lagoon, and the cable with the bait is in the water. I can see the shark circling from here. I am this close to solving this puzzle. I'm not moving the radio now. Whap! 40 volts straight to the face. Fenton Paddock, top of the food chain. Time to get down there and check out this temple.
Tak jo, až v příštím díle. Ten Paddock se s váma loučí a já tady ještě zkusím něco zkombinovat. Jdeme do chrámu, bude to sranda a budeme pokračovat dál. Momentálně jsme ponořte se do vody, já si to tady hezky zaškrtnu. Příští díl bude určitě dodělání ty Indie a pak 2, 3 díly ještě budou. 3, maximálně 4, když budu línej, ale to já nejsem, takže v pohodě. Tak jo, u dalšího dílu se budu těšit, zatím se mějte, čau.